What is good, people? Right now we are on with another full day of eating. It's Dress Down Friday, so I'm in my casual wear with my boohoo man top. If you want to cop this, link in description. But yeah, what we're going to do is go into some meals I'm going to have at work. Alright people, I've jumped away from my work desk simply to show you guys what I ate so far. The time is, so let's say roughly around 2 PM. I started eating around 30 minutes ago. I'm going to show you on screen. Those are the foods I'm going to be eating throughout my time at work, starting from like, it was about 1 o'clock-ish, I'll say. I probably started from Truly. So far, what I've had is half a pack of those rice cakes. That's around 6 or 7 rice cakes I've had so far. Each rice cake is around 60-ish calories, and I've had like, say 6. So 6 times 6, 36. So I've had about basically almost 400 calories from the rice cake itself. Those chocolate ones taste delicious. Also had a roll of garlic apple. I'm gonna have cereal when I get back to my desk after I come back from Lidl. And then I'm just gonna slowly eat some of the other ones. I'll probably have a second apple right before I leave work. So basically my aim is to slowly bump up the fiber in my diet, just because it helps me flush out my system, and it's really good for when you start cutting, because it gets rid of the waste out of your body without having to go into too much detail. That's what it does. So what we're about to do now, people, is go next door to Lidl. I'm basically going to just have a quick look, see if I see anything that catches my eye, because I do actually have some food at home already defrosted. I've got some burgers from Muscle Food, but I did have that yesterday as well, so I'm not sure if I want it 2 days in a row. You just witnessed, it's one of the boring and most loserous food shops ever. I literally just went and bought cheese just because none of the meats were standing out to me, so I wanted to make homemade pizzas when I get in, but they didn't have any tomato puree, so I'm gonna have to either hope I have some at home, or I'm going to have to go to another Lidl or food shop later on. But yeah, I feel like pizzas would be a nice meal to have today. I haven't had pizza in a minute. Wake up in the morning, I got murder on my mind. AK-47, Mac 11, Glocks, and I got money on my mind. I remixed it. I can't be saying murder on my mind. It's gonna be subliminal. But anyways, let's carry on with the rest of the day. What else I'm gonna have at work is protein shake. I haven't had a protein shake, I can't remember, I think at least a few weeks now. So I had 2 scoops today. Yes, I had it in a mug. For those of you know the old trick, if you're a subscriber, you know that because you work in an office, you don't want people to keep bothering you going, oh, you're having a protein shake. You always put it in a solely, put it in a mug, and they won't know. They'll think you're drinking tea or hot chocolate or whatever it is. So I always put my protein shakes, if I have them at work, in a nice fancy mug, and no one's the wiser. So I did that, 2 scoops with semi-skim milk. Oh, also right now, before I cut, people always say, how do you have time to do X, Y, Z? Or I don't have time to do X, Y, and Z. You just got to prioritize it and try squeeze in the odd 10, 20 minutes when you can, and do whatever it is, whether it's cooking your meals for meal prepping, because I don't believe anyone when they say they haven't got time to cook. It's a lie, especially if you watch my 20-minute ass vlogs. You could definitely set the phone next to you in the kitchen while you cook, or just simply don't watch my video and cook. There's no excuses, man. Just prioritize what you love. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to it. Alright, so we ended up at Asda because Lidl doesn't have my tomato puree, and I'm really set on having some homemade pizza bagels today. Quick random topic, but people always say to me, what music do I listen to in the gym, or what do I listen to in general? A lot of the times I listen to podcasts, just because you get sick of listening to music. A lot of times I find like a 40-minute podcast and maybe listen to 1 or 2 of them. For example, right now I've got Gary Vee playing.
Business in New York, and when you have nothing to give, you have your time to give.
I've been listening to Gary now for probably about 3 years now, so I know everything he's going to give in terms of advice, but sometimes hearing someone say something and reinforce a certain topic over and over again, it's not until like maybe the 2nd or 3rd time that you actually act on it. Because just think how many times someone's probably told you in terms of fitness that you need to start watching your calories, you need to start doing a structured routine, and you ignored it when you was a beginner. But then one day they said it to you like a 5th time, and it finally clicks, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna actually damn well do it. And that's what happened to me in fitness. When I first started, everyone said you need to have an eye on your calories, you need to have a proper routine, and I knew I did, but I just felt like, oh, I'll still be okay. It wasn't until I finally gave in that I actually started seeing progress.
2 hours later.
We are now home, people. My favourite purchase I've quickly just got. The ice cream is definitely one of them, purely because I haven't had any ice cream in a couple weeks now. So I'm not interested, I know what it tastes like. So I'm looking forward to having that today, as long as I don't forget, because I sometimes forget when it gets to night. Secondly is these brioche buns. Apparently, these are the buns you're meant to have with burgers. It's like the ones you get like when you go to a restaurant, because brioche buns are meant to have like a sweeter taste rather than just like standard bread. So that'd be something nice to have with my burgers, which I'm pretty sure, just want to make sure I still have them. Yeah, I do. Okay, so I got my burgers for most food. But looking in the fridge, I did have tomato puree, so I didn't technically need to go to Asda, because that's all I went there for. I also got some veg as well to have with the burger. So what I'm going to do, people, is turn these ingredients into some nice bagel pizzas. I'm going to use 2 of these, slice them in half, put the cheese and tomato puree on it, and have 4 slices of delicious pizza. And voila, that is basically it. It's a very quick recipe. To put that all on takes around 4 minutes to do, and then put it in the oven. Because it's only a pizza with cheese and tomato, it only takes around 5 minutes at max. You put the heat on hot. But I'm feeling for having a little bit of protein with it, so I've got some turkey rashers which I'm cooking. So I'm gonna put some turkey rashers on top of. I'll probably eat separately. Normally, like if I get mincemeat, I'll sprinkle it on top of the pizza and make it like a topping, but I'll probably just eat those 3 rashers on the side just because it makes it easier. But yeah, man, nice, quick and simple meal. The turkey rashers only take around 10 minutes to cook, so I'm gonna leave it on there for like another few minutes. Then I'll put this in the oven so they finish at the same time. But yeah, man, very easy meals that are very tasty, macro friendly. Even with the pizza, I put on more cheese than usual. I think normally I put on around 9 to 10 grams. But I decided to double it up a bit more because it's smoking time. I can afford to eat extra calories. Plus it's almost coming to an end soon, so the best way to always think about it is this is still lower than like a Domino's pizza that I would get. So I can afford to be a bit more flexible. It still tastes nice, I still enjoy it. So you know what I mean, just live life and enjoy it, man. Don't overthink. I switched into my lounge around the house clothes, but yeah, they are cooked and they are quite thick. I'm looking forward to having that. That is nice, and they are quite thick, because typically when I have the bagel pizzas, I do it on a bagel thin. This one was a normal bagel, so it's a bit thick, so it's gonna have a bit more bounce to it. Very simple meal, very easy as well to do. So there's no excuses. Someone said to me I should stop showing the bagel pizzas because it's not a meal that you're gonna eat every day. It's a very quick meal. It's one of the fastest meals there is. I think it may even beat stir fries. Stir fries take around, including setup, around 7-8 minutes. This, I think you can do even quicker. If you get bagel thins that are already sliced for you as well, and all you're doing is rubbing tomato puree on it and putting cheese on it, that's literally, and you cook it because it's already, all it needs to do is toast, you're looking at 4 minutes, easy. It would be rude of me if I didn't at least show you me eating it. Nice, soft and gooey. I'm telling you, man, it tastes great. I'm going to dip this in barbecue sauce, and that's a wrap. Next up, I think I'm going to have probably about half a pack of these pineapples. You have to make sure that when you get pineapples that they are super yellow and bright. If they're ever pale, don't get them, because that means that they're not tasting sweet enough. So yeah, you always got to get them when they're ripe. Because if you're someone that has like a sweet tooth, pineapples are a very good go-to. They are full of sugar though, they are quite filled with sugar. However, the way I always think of it is don't overthink. If you would typically normally have a full pack of Haribos or some sort of like really just like store-bought type of sweet like that, and you switch to pineapples, you are incrementally making at least a step forward, because at least you're getting some nutrition and micros with the actual sweetness. Then gradually you can move into strawberries and blueberries, which are lower in sugar. But yeah, don't let people put you off like that. When I started eating pineapples, people were like, oh my god, but there's so much sugar. Yes, there is. However, the alternative of having like a pack of Haribos or something like that like I used to have is worse. So don't overthink. Alright, now it's time for burgers. We are going to have one of these. Yesterday I had both of them, but today I feel kind of full. Yeah, I think it's more of the fruits and stuff that's starting to fill me up, and the rice cakes. It's things that start to fill your stomach. Because I easily banged down 2 of these burgers in 2 buns yesterday, but I don't really feel that hungry or that package to have both. You never know, maybe I'll come back and heat the other one, but what I'm going to do right now is cook one of the burgers and have it in that brioche bun. So yeah, I'm looking forward. That bun better taste nice, because I was recommending that. If it tastes bad, I'm going to call her out. A cooking tip, you typically always see me season food, but I have said when it comes to burgers, The meat typically tastes pretty good on its own, so you don't have to season it. The most I'll probably put on this is like a tiny bit of mixed herbs and a sprinkle of cayenne pepper, but to be honest, because I always put sauce on my burgers after the fact, and the meat tastes good anyway, you don't need to go over the top. There's no need to put jerk seasoning and stuff like that on a beef burger. It's just overkill. Hear the food cooking, man. Look at these burgers. They look like pancakes. Well, let me take one out. It's like super, okay, they're basically it's like yellow. It's yellow and, yeah, it smells sweet. So I'm not sure this is needed, but I'm going to put it in the oven and toast it a bit. Maybe that'll help and make it like when you go to the restaurant. What we're going to add to the burger is a tiny bit of cheese, and then we're also going to add like as much veg I can fit in it without it like spilling over. Get my micros in. Plus, I do actually enjoy this veg. I'm not a massive vegetable eater for those of you that watch me on a regular basis, but I'm trying to add it in. And the ones I do tolerate, I try and have more. So stir-fry veg and sweet crunchy salad is tolerable to me. Not really a massive fan of like broccoli and stuff, but I'll eat it as and when I need to, like usually at the end of a cup. Also, other veg I like is corn, tastes pretty good as well. Sweet potatoes. Lately I haven't been making sweet potatoes from scratch, so we'll probably get back into that in future 4-day meetings, where I used to like literally buy sweet potatoes in like mass, chop them up and make sweet potato fries or sweet potato wedges. So I might get back into that. But that'll be in future videos when we're trying to get lean in about March 1st. And here we go again. We got another simple meal. Muscle food burger, brioche bun, some cheese on the burger and barbecue sauce, and as much lace as I could fit in there without it like falling over. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy. I toasted the bread as well, just give it a little bit of extra crunch. So hopefully it tastes delicious. So if it does, you know, we'll do it. Let's go for a taste test together. Hopefully it tastes great. Because I actually, even though I wasn't peckish when I started making it, when you smell it, you get hungry. Tastes pretty good. I do like the bun. I like the brioche bun. So the brioche bun mixed with like the barbecue sauce, you can definitely taste that the burger overall tastes sweeter. And plus I got the sweet crunchy salad, so it's really a really sweet burger.
2 hours later.
Right people, we are coming up into the last thing I'm going to eat today, which is a patty. I had the burger and I was tempted to make a second one, but then I thought, you know what, let me just mix it up. And on Friday, Saturday and Sundays, I have Jamaican patty usually at least once a day. Because on a Friday after work, I normally go to Asda and pick one up. So I thought, why not stick with tradition? So I'm going to eat that now. If I eat anything else today, it will probably be like another gala apple, because I've had most of the food I want to eat. If I eat anything else today, it will be 2 of these little clementines. Just because I didn't have any at work today, but I typically did. I had to add an extra apple instead. So yeah, I'll probably eat that. So basically, today is like the first step of me kind of baby stepping myself back into eating more nutritious food. Like I have been throughout most of this bulk anyway, but today I'm purposely trying to up that fiber. So basically I'm prepping myself when I start cutting eventually. So when I start eating more fibrous food, I'm going to go to the bathroom more, get rid of all the waste. That's slowly going to knock down my weight a little bit more as time goes by. And then I'll start getting into obviously cardio protocols and stuff like that. But for the foreseeable future, at the moment, I'm going to try and just improve the diet incrementally, little by little, and then, you know, I'll probably by the mid to end of March, that's when I'll start doing cardio again. So if you enjoyed this video, please give the video a thumbs up. I always think to myself, my 4-day of eatings aren't magical. They're not no super fancy, super crazy edited thing. It's just relatable and easy to make meals. Hopefully if you enjoy that, give the video a thumbs up. If you prefer something more fancy, feel free to let me know in the comments as well. But in honesty, I try and keep everything quite easy and relatable to you guys, that you can do it yourself. If I start making everything look too complex, you probably won't think you're able to do it. But that's my logic anyway. If I'm wrong and you want me to do more in-depth, more fancier meals, let me know, because I can, because I'm a pretty good cook. So let me know. Anyways, peace out, stay getting engaged, and I'll see you in the next video, which I'm not going to tell you what it is. Peace out.